Hello and welcome to Snap tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to tell you how to work with Snap.svg library. First, of course, you need to download the Snap.svg library and include it into your home page, like so. You include one file as a script tag. In this example file, you can see there is just some styles, some title, the distribution of Snap.svg. There is a SVG file included which contains just a pattern. This is for future reference. And here we create the Snap canvas, which will be by default 100% per 100%. You could specify different values here, like say 800 per 600, but for the sake of a demo, just leave it like that. We don't need this text anymore, and let's create something. So first of all, we will like to create a big circle, and it's as easy as just say circle, and let's make it here with radius 50. Save it, refresh it, and we have our circle, which doesn't look very exciting. So what we need is to add some attribute, basically change some attributes. So we change the fill, make it something like this. Change the stroke, make it black, and stroke width, make it 5, so you will notice it. Refresh it, and now it looks, well, it looks better. Now let's create another circle, small circle. Oops. Circle. This one will be a bit shifted and a bit smaller, like this. Good enough. Now let's create a group. We'll call it disks, and it will be a group which will contain small circle and will contain another circle which will be just like this one, except it will be shifted to the right. That's how it looks like. We have two circles, they are in one group. Now, because they are in one group, we could operate with them together. So we could say disks RTTR and change fill to be white. And they both now white. Now this is quite obvious thing so far. Let's do something special. Let's change another attribute on the big circle. So here we will change the mask to be disks. So now we're using the disks as a mask for the big circle, and big circle now have a different shape, so you can't see things which are not exist in the mask. If you ever done it in pure SVG, you will know how easy it is now. Just basically saying mask as an attribute equals to disks. Kaboom. Now, what we can do, remember this pattern here, we could actually apply this pattern to the disks instead of white fill. So here, instead of having white, we could say, okay, I want to grab the pattern. So I could just say, okay, snap pattern. It's because this pattern has a nice ID pattern, obviously. Let's take a look. How's that? It looks pretty good, isn't it? So we could apply this pattern to the mask and have it applied to our big circle. Now, what about we want to download some existing files? We can do this by saying snap.load, and here I have a mascot SVG just nearby, and when obviously it's asynchronous, so we need to function here. So it will give us the fragment, and with the fragment we could say, well, we could say simple like, okay, let's snap append, and here fragment dot select G. So this is basically, I know that everything in the mascot is united in one group, so I just grab this group and append it to the canvas. And here we go. I have this nice crocodile here. As soon as it's happening, let's move it to the variable. Sorry for one letter variables, just for sake of saving some time. We still have access to it, so we could say add drag events. Basically, you could specify what's happening, what functions are called on each, on drag start, on drag move, on drag end, but by default, it will just make things draggable. This is complex SVG file, but we add it straight inside our file, and we now can manipulate with it, and we could actually manipulate with it before it's added. So let's say I want to find let's say I'll do this. So I have this fragment, I go to select, I want to find all the polygons, it's one polygon, which has fill equals 09 B3. Don't ask me how I know. And we want to change this. We want to change the fill to be yellow. Now you see that it only applies to one of the green shapes in the crocodile. This is very easy to fix. You just need to select all. And now our crocodile is yellowish. Well, that's as much as I could say in this short tutorial. There is way more. Please go back to Snap.svg.io, refer to the documentation, play around and create something awesome. Thank you for watching.